Hey everybody, it is Thursday evening. I don't really have any huge plans for tonight as far as garden chores go, or honestly as far as vlogging goes. I'm going into the Quonset here and you might hear this high-pitched squeal. That is part of our rat deterrent, so sorry if that is caught on video here. I have a couple little stops I want to make, and then I'm probably going to go harvest a couple things. Hi, Jim. I've officially released one of our kittens that we got. Hi, Jim. Come here, baby. Hi, sweet girl. She is honestly the sweetest cat ever. She's too scared to leave the Quonset, though, so she's still just hanging out in here. And then Kimball, our other kitty, is still in the kennel for now, but... Hey, Jimmy! Hi, Jimmy! Hi, sweet girl. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness, you're the sweetest. Hi, Kimball kitty. Oh, big stretches. Hey, boys. Come here, buddy. Hey, Dassy. Did waters this afternoon. I cleaned litter boxes. Oops, sorry, Jim. This afternoon. I just wanted to check on Jem and make sure she was still doing good. It's her first day being out and about. I don't know how much about she's been doing, but she's out. That's all that matters. Do you want to come with me? Come with me. Come outside. She's like, I'm good. I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay inside the Quonset here. You're good. You can stay. She can also leave out back with the horses. So we're still trying to figure out our rat problem. And another thing we have going on is our chickens. They're supposed to be locked up right now, but we have several that escape. Pearly for sure, our big Sussex, our oldest Sussex, and then several babies. I put a bunch of these babies back in. Right now we have, windy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of our 16 babies out right now. I've already put them back this afternoon. We also added a little swing in there for them. That's that noise I was talking about, that ultrasonic thing. Alright, well, I'll come get you guys in later. I don't know if they're going underneath the run. There's a spot where they sunbathe pretty heavily and it's fairly dug up. Or there's a spot on top past the... Are you guys gonna come with me? You can come with me, babies. There's a spot on top by the Quonset where we haven't completely finished the metal mesh netting. We plan to. We just haven't done it so far, but I don't think that's where they're coming out because they get stuck and they act like they don't know how to get back in. So I'm thinking they're just going underneath of it. But, so I have my harvesting basket, and then, oh, I was gonna grab a couple chicken eggs too if I could find it. We're really having an issue with our eggs, and I don't know if it's the chickens or if it's just all the rats that are coming in, because I know we still have the rat problem. We're taking as many precautions as I can think of to deter the rats. So hopefully within time we'll get there. Not sure what else to do, honestly. But I also have this with me. This is a sweet potato vine. I forgot I had sweet potatoes in my pantry and they started sprouting. So I put a couple of the sprouts in roots or in water, and they grew roots with the last couple days. So I have a couple empty containers here. I'm gonna put this in a pot because why not? And see if I can get a pretty sweet potato vine. I doubt I'm not expecting to get sweet potatoes, and clearly I don't use them enough or I wouldn't have had this issue in the first place. But it'll be fun to see. Things wants to grow, why not let it, right? Okay, so I'm gonna plant this, and I think I have some jalapenos to harvest. And then I think I'm just gonna take some pictures around the garden. I have a couple other pictures I want to show you guys of just around the farm the last couple weeks. One of which was really cool. We just saw, I can see it from here. But we just went on a family ranger ride, and we drove past one of our pasture posts and seen a huge swarm of honeybees on one of the posts. Wasn't there a couple days ago when I went riding. So maybe they're just passing through, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So I took a picture of that. I'll share that with you guys, and just some other pictures. I really enjoy photography. I'm not super good at it. These pepper plants I need to find a way to tie these up somehow. They're falling over like crazy. I have like tomato cages in there in between the pepper plants to try to keep them sturdy, but they're just not doing it. Alright, I'm going to pick some of these peppers and then plant those sweet potatoes and take some pictures. And I don't know if I'm going to end this vlog here or if I will pick this up in a couple days. I know I just posted several videos back to back this last week, so I'll probably hold off on this video. So I'm sure I'll have some additional things at the end of it, but I just thought I'd take you guys along. There was one other thing that I wanted to find a way to share with you guys. So one of our Sussexes, she's as old as the rest of them, so a couple years old now. I noticed a couple weeks ago she was very sick, like falling over lethargic. Her comb was pale. Her butt was so messy. I had hosed her off, cleaned her up, and I isolated her. I put her in a kennel in the Quonset with just water, no food. I don't know if she had an egg break in her and she was just struggling with an infection or what happened. But I ended up having to use that kennel. So I put her back in with the population. And things were okay. She was acting better. She was eating. She was moving around. She wasn't super lethargic still. She's very slow still, but she's getting there. But I noticed that she hadn't been going in the coop at night, but I had seen her around the yard. So I knew she was still around. So like, okay, I don't know if you're getting picked on or what. But this morning when I saw her, after I let all the other, did my morning chores, I saw her in the backyard. So I opened the backyard fence because our backyard is fenced in. A chunk of it is. And I opened the fence to let her in. She came right in and I closed the fence. I was like, all right, you are officially a backyard chicken. She went right into my daughter's playhouse. So that's her house. There's a pool, so she's got water. Plenty of bugs to eat. She'll keep the wood ticks and bug population down in the backyard. I'm not going to feed her any layer feed because she's still having issues, so I don't want her to try to produce eggs right now. I don't know if the rest of the birds are going to take her back. We had that issue with our last bird we just lost to what we assume is raccoons. She was excommunicated for months before she finally got taken. So I don't know if they're going to take Evelith, the backyard chicken, back. But if they don't, then we have a long-term backyard chicken. Obviously until winter rolls around, then I'm not sure what we'll do, but we have plenty of time to figure that out. She's doing better, so hopefully she makes it, but maybe she'll live with the cats. I don't know what the plan is for that, but it's kind of a toss-up. Do I let her free range and roost somewhere at night and get eaten, which is a very good possibility, or do I risk her being kicked out of the coop because I have kept her away from the coop. So, kind of trying to find that balance. Right now, I think it's best for her to stay in the backyard. Maybe one of these nights I will start putting her in the coop at night after everybody's sleeping, so when they wake up she's just there. But I couldn't do that if we can't find her at night, so at least I know she's in the backyard right now. So that was the other tidbit that I wanted to share, that we now have a backyard chicken nibbleth. So I'm gonna get some of these peppers harvested. Some of this lettuce is looking like I should harvest it, my green stalk too, but I don't know, it's just not doing good. Soil is not great this year. I don't know. This green stalk year is not a good green stalk year. My basil is not even close to being able to harvest. Some of the garden's kind of disappointing this year, but I harvested my first cucumbers today. We've gotten several meals out of our green beans. Sweet peas are done. There's still some on the vines, but they are so woody and bitter. It's been hot and they're past their prime. I have one zucchini that I should harvest tomorrow, or it'll get too big. And I think my patty pans are about ready. Some of my patty pans are about ready to harvest. I've gotten basil. I've already gotten a couple peppers. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited. My strawberries are coming back. I'm going to have a lot of cucumbers here in the next week or so. So I'll probably start by making some refrigerator pickles right now because I want to get some fresh still. Most all of it's went to seed already, but I have a lot dried. But I want to make sure that I'm using some of the fresh still. But yes, so I'm going to get some of these peppers harvested and we'll see you when we see you. I screwed up. My pepper bed has the jalapenos with no heat and my Great Marconi peppers. Well, I have them labeled, but the only labels that are in the bed, they're the same label. It's the jalapenos with no heat. So this whole time I thought my peppers on the left were my jalapeno peppers because that's the tag that was visible at all times. Well, the other side, I was like, these just don't, I was thinking to myself when I was eating the jalapenos, I was like, these just don't have a lot of jalapeno flavor, and I'm harvesting them at the right size. I don't understand. Well, I just looked at my other peppers that are supposed to be my Great Marconi peppers that obviously are not 8 inches long yet. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, these look like jalapenos. These look more like jalapenos than these do. And I looked at the other tag expecting it to be Great Marconi, and I was still like, maybe I mixed them up. No, it's also my jalapeno pepper label. So this whole time I've been harvesting my Great Marconi peppers, which thankfully I've only picked 4 so far total. So there's still plenty on there to get big. While leaving all of these jalapenos on the plant. So let's try these and see if these taste like jalapenos, because I was a little bummed out. I was like, these don't have much jalapeno flavor at all. I'm really bummed out. I'm not going to grow these next year, but turns out I've not actually tried the real ones yet. So gardening. There's always something, right? I did find a leaf with ladybug eggs on them, though. I saw the ladybug on here the other day, and she left some eggs, so that's pretty cool. Pretty excited about that. But so I'm gonna actually really truly pick my jalapenos now. Oh my goodness. Tell you what. Let's try this again.